Good evening. My name is Wael Mukhtar. I'm the Director of School of Engineering. It's my honor and my pleasure to officially start the Order of Engineering ceremony. The School of Engineering have been doing that for 20 years?
30.
30 years. Here we go. What is Order of Engineering? We have been training these smart engineers for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. And before that, you have been training them at home for other things for the rest of their life to reach this day. Not to graduate with a degree, but to welcome them as engineers. So the ceremony here is to say, today, you will have a ring like that saying you are the working hand in our community. We, everybody here in the room, invested a lot to reach that day, to have that smart, trained people ready to go. We wear this ring in the right hand, if you're right-handed, for a reason, because the right hand can do more things, can carry more things, can save more things. So it has more skills. And because of the more skills, I favor the hand, and the hand serve better. So I favor the hand, and what's next? The hand will serve better. So we have been training these smart engineers to be the working hand for us, to be the smart engineers that will change things in the future. 50 years ago, a computer that take a space shuttle all the way to the moon was slower than the cell phone in your pocket now. For real. You know, my son will not even play games on that computer now. Who moved that 50 years fast? The working hand. The working hand is trained enough, understand enough, and meet the needs that we have. They say 18 months is a cycle of engineering technology. So that's why you have to replace your cell phone every 18 months. And a sign for that is a bad battery, right? You get the bad battery to work, something else will go bad, and so on. So technology moves really fast, really, really fast. And these engineers are trained for that part as well. So today we celebrate a new group of 120 almost, of very smart, very well-trained engineers that will serve as the working hand for us in the society, that have a lot of skills, a lot of hands-on skills. You have seen the work at home, you have seen the project in the afternoon today, and you have seen for real how hard was it to get a degree. And we know how hard is it. And today we can say, yeah, we are very proud of all of this hard work. So congratulations for the hard work. And we're going to start now the Order of Engineering ceremony. So first part is welcome and congratulations from the president of the Grand Valley State University.
Thank you, Dr. Mukhtar. I appreciate it very much. I've been Grand Valley State University's president for 3 years, and this is my 3rd year. So I expected the 4th year that I get a ring. What do you think? 4 years, right? I just want to begin with a congratulations to all of the students who have achieved at this level to be here, to have your education be a pathway to this beginning, not this ending, but this beginning for you in your profession. Thank you. This is a ceremony that I truly love. And what I love about this ceremony is it's about a celebration of our students and their accomplishments. It's about a celebration of all of you who have been their support figures in their lives to bring them here. It takes much support to achieve at a program with this level of rigor, but it's also about entering a profession and the values, the integrity that you take with you as really a symbol of being an engineer. And I love the fact that education is the beginning, and the values that surround us is what makes a strong professional and a lifetime of accomplishment. So congratulations to our students, our new engineers shortly, and congratulations to the families who have supported them to this level, and to our faculty and our staff who have mentored them, guided them, and taught them. Would you join me in a round of applause for our faculty and staff? Our dean, thank you very much for all you do every day at Grand Valley.
So last week I was checking my LinkedIn, and I do that when I have time. So in the middle of that busy time, somehow I found 2 minutes. Then I saw the president saying, this is 3 years in. Really? Just only 3 years? I thought it's maybe 5-6 years, for real. It's.
Thank you, COVID.
I think that was good, right?
Yeah, it's great. So the level of support the School of Engineering gets in the university here is high. So I have to say, the whole chain of command above me, all the way in the university, is sitting now in front of you. This is how much support we have. We have the dean, the provost, and the president as well. So really appreciate the continuous support. Keynote speaker. So we are blessed to have a new provost that joined us 4 or 5 weeks ago. Dr. Fatima Meli. I'll give you a little bit of background about her, and then we'll have the keynote speech from her. So she joined us in July 22 as a provost for Grand Valley State University, get a PhD degree from, and I tried to practice my French, and it didn't work, so whatever it comes, accept it, please. So here it is, Pierre et Marie Curie. How about that? In computer science, and before coming to Grand Valley, was a dean for the College of Computing and Informatics in North Carolina University in Charlotte, and was one of the key transformers for the university over a period of 5 years, huge growth in enrollment. Before that, served in Purdue, and go through again another huge transformation of Purdue into Polytechnique. And before that, in Michigan, here in Detroit area, in Oakland University as well, serving in the educational field for some time. So not far from Michigan, and very close to our career as well. So looking forward to hear from Dr. Fatima Meli.
Thank you so much for inviting me to the GVSU Iron Ring Ceremony graduation. I love that name. I feel very inspired and very proud to be in your company and to participate in this ceremony that reminds us all of the foundation and purpose of this profession. A profession that is rooted in science, whose art takes repeated practice, trial and error, and whose core is really the higher purpose of service. And I love that. We must not remember that. For every time we think engineering, we think math, we think sciences. Engineering is really serving humanity. Throughout your studies at GVSU, you have acquired the science. You practiced in laboratories with the latest technology under the supervision and mentoring of the best faculty in the nation. The pledge that you take today through the symbolic ring is a recognition of the skills and knowledge that you have acquired. more importantly, the pledge that you take today and the ceremony is maybe the most important step of your becoming an engineer. It's a reminder of the soul and purpose of this profession. It's a reminder of the extreme privilege that you hold and the tremendous responsibility that you have towards the society that you serve, towards humanity. And this is really not an understatement. If you consider the transformative changes that took place in your lifetime as a student, for the parents and the adults in the last couple of decades, what do you think of? What has changed society? It's really engineering, it's technology that has transformed every single aspect of our lives. We think very hard about how do we choose, how do we make decisions for our society. And when we think about that, we think, who do we elect, what kind of governance system? But in fact, what changes our life the most is really you, the engineers. And we're not, and when I say we, I count myself as also engineer. We have not been elected. We were not given permission. We were just trusted. And that trust is worth its weight in gold. We use our technology to change the way we communicate. We used our technology to change the way we do transportation, the transportation systems. We used technology to change the way we do sciences. The progress in science has accelerated by tenfold, by 100-fold, thanks to technology. The drug discovery, vaccine discovery has accelerated, and we saw through COVID how many lives, we have saved a decade in discovering the vaccine, and that's really what you do as engineers. That's what engineers do. So it also has transformed how we understand ourselves, how we understand each other, how we understand the world around us and our environment. So I mentioned this to point to the tremendous privilege and the tremendous responsibility that we all have. This is a celebration, but it's also a very solemn occasion in which we reflect on the responsibility that we have and the agency that we have in changing society. And as much as I admire the foresight of the fathers and mothers of the discipline of engineering, who understood from the beginning that this discipline is really service. And this is something that I hope that the ring that you get today will always remind you of that. This ring celebrates what you know, what skills you have, but most importantly, it reminds you of the responsibility that you have. You have to use your skills and knowledge for the benefit of society. So this profession is around service. And it's much more than that. When you think of service professions, what do you think? I'm sure we all have some mental model of what that looks like. And in other service professions, typically we serve one person at a time. And in engineering, every decision that you make will impact not one person at a time. It will impact hundreds, thousands, millions, and billions of people. So that's again, this is why we have a ceremony for that. This is why we take this time to reflect on this responsibility. In other service professions, you are trained to do service, but your impact will really be limited by your geographical locations. In engineering, that is not the case, right? So the way we communicate has changed, not just in the US, not just in Europe, it changed everything everywhere. The other difference is temporal. In other service professions, your impact is pretty much limited by your lifetime. In engineering, whatever you do will impact this and all future generations. So it is very exciting. It is scary, but it's also it's very empowering. This is how much power you have. This is how much possibility you have. And in many aspects, the future is in your hands, and you collectively will make sure that every decision that you make is a decision that is grounded in ethics, grounded in considerations for others, grounded in what impact will this have. And it's not as simple as that. In most innovations that we create, we don't necessarily see all of the impacts that it has. So I realize that by saying be ethical and make the right decisions, it's never black and white. And you take any decision, and for instance, Facebook, when it was created, it's a harmless something between students. And we saw how the political power and the political ways and the commercial aspects that go with it that had some positive and many negative impacts. So in many respects, this is, again, in this profession, you will be making many decisions whose impact very often goes beyond what you imagine at that point in time. But this means that you have to constantly be vigilant, constantly reviewing and reflecting on the impact of these decisions, and continuously making an effort to make sure that what you do is service for the humanity. So that's the significance of the ring that you wear today. It may feel heavy after this, but it's really you have to wear it with pride. And I know that your faculty, by granting you this, trust you in that. And what they're telling you is you are ready for this. You are ready for this not just because you have the knowledge and the skills, but also for the values that you carry, for the values that you brought from home, that have been reinforced and that have been emphasized throughout your studies. Having said all of that, I really feel very proud to be in the company of all of these engineers and their families. And I want, again, to congratulate all of you. And as President Mantella said, this is really the beginning and not the conclusion. This is the beginning of a career of service, a career of transformation. And in many respects, you have the power to transform the world and make sure that you transform it for the better. The world counts on you, and also the world trusts you. We here trust all of you that you will make a better world through this throughout your career. Congratulations to you. Congratulations to all of your families. And be good citizens, be good ancestors. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Meli. That was very touchy. Thank you very much for the good words. So we're ready now for the Order of Engineering ceremony. You can follow from the booklet. You can see we're going through the step by step. So from here we go.
The term engineer first entered common usage for the more successful builders and artisans late in the 18th century, when the Industrial Revolution began. It was only after the Renaissance of knowledge, beginning in the 14th century, that a scientific foundation was established to replace the trial and error methods of earlier engineering practices. One of the earliest definitions of engineering was developed by Thomas Treadgold, a famous engineer, architect, and writer, shortly after the Institute of Civil Engineers of Great Britain was formed in 1818. His definition, the art of directing the great forces of power in nature for the use and convenience of man, was adopted and appears in all ICE publications. Professor Hardcross, in a book of his talks entitled Engineers and Ivory Towers, noted that the use and convenience of man was not always identical. Engineering does not tell men what they should want or why they want it. Rather, it recognizes a need and tries to meet it. Thus, Watt saw the need for steam engines and Bell the need for telephones. Innovation and service are essential components of engineering practice. It is a creative, purposeful, and evolutionary profession. Its practice involves the application of immutable physical laws that can never be violated without penalty.
The professional purpose of engineering involves the pursuit of a learned art in the spirit of public service. By following the precepts of the obligation accepted in public gatherings such as this, the individual engineer reinforces similar efforts of their peers, realizing that in unity there is strength. Decades ago, our engineering counterparts in Canada had this same feeling. They believed that a need existed for the introduction of a spirit of brotherhood and cohesiveness amongst engineers. They believed that a good way to achieve this purpose would be to instill a consciousness of belonging to one another, to themselves as individuals, and to those whom they served. Thus was brought into being in 1926 in Canada what is now known as the ritual of the calling of an engineer. The words of the ritual were written by the English author Rudyard Kipling, who had strong feelings for engineers as the builders of things intended to benefit mankind. In 1953, correspondence began between the Canadian wardens for the calling of an engineer and the officers of the Ohio Society of Professional Engineers, with a view to extend the Canadian ceremony to the United States. Dean Burrell Bush of Cleveland State University designed and held the first ring ceremony on June 4th, 1970. 170 engineering seniors and engineering faculty members took part in the first ceremony. Such is the story of the creation of the Order of the Engineer in the United States. It is patterned on the Canadian concept, but with differences which are distinctly ours, with a stainless steel ring symbolizing the strength and unity of the profession and publicly identifying an engineer. It is difficult to visualize any better symbolism than the continuity of a ring worn for all to see. It says that here is an engineer with a publicly avowed obligation to their profession and to those it serves.
The significance of the order and the ring. The Order of the Engineer, to which you will soon belong, is an independent movement. The purpose is to foster a feeling of pride and dedication to our profession. The order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of a stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. There are no meetings other than this ceremony, and there are no dues. We ask you to accept and interpret the meaning of this ceremony seriously and with deep pride. The obligation which is taken from the words of the engineer's creed should be freely given, and the responsibility gladly accepted. The symbol of your obligation is the engineer's ring. It says to all who see it, here is an engineer possessed of a publicly avowed dedication to their profession and the public it serves. It is a badge of recognition which is known to the public. Let it be worn with pride and viewed with honor.
Will all the candidates for induction into the Order of Engineer please stand and face the audience? Will all current members of the Order of the Engineer, regardless of where or when you were inducted, please stand? Candidates for the Order. The Order of the Engineer is an independent movement. The purpose is to foster a feeling of pride in and dedication to our profession. Your membership in the Order is symbolized by the acceptance of an obligation and the wearing of the stainless steel ring on the little finger of the working hand. There are no meetings other than this ceremony, and there are no dues. It is with humility and the need for divine guidance that we take this pledge. Raise your right hand and recite with me the obligation of an engineer. You should have the oath in your program. We didn't ask you to memorize it. You're good. I am an engineer. In my profession, I take deep pride. To it, I owe solemn obligations. As an engineer, I pledge to practice integrity and fair dealing, tolerance and respect, and to uphold devotion to the standards and the dignity of my profession, conscious always that my skill carries with it the obligation to serve humanity by making the best use of the earth's precious wealth. As an engineer, I shall participate in none but honest enterprises. When needed, my skill and knowledge shall be given without reservation for the public good. In the performance of duty and in fidelity to my profession, I shall give my utmost. You may be seated.
She goes, then we go. It'll be very short.
Now, in the presence of your fellow engineers, you will be called forward to sign your certificate and receive your ring as an indication of your acceptance of the obligation of the Order of the Engineer. You will then place your working hand through the ceremonial ring and receive your ring as the outward sign of your profession.
This is one shake hand of them. Join us one shake hand.
Okay. Nice job. Oh, I don't know. Nick, do we want to use this mic? Or that mic? Okay. I think the videographer wants us to use this.
You want us all over here?
Yeah.
I was thinking we could do both poses.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so this is the part where you can hoop and holler when they come by. So feel free to clap and enjoy. Students, we like you so much, we're going to put a ring on you. So it's only Beyonce. All right. Okay. I think these work. Do these work?
Nope.
No, they don't. Okay. Kinsey Aronson.
Jared Boss.
Emily Beatty.
William Biney.
Verdale Betts Jr.
Nicholas Beesbrock.
Andrew Bishop.
Trevor Bishop.
Tyler Boovy.
Benjamin Brown.
Wayne Chen.
Emily Coleman.
Oh yeah, feel free to come up and take photos. Jacob Common.
Brian Cowell.
Drew Craven.
Mason Robert Davis.
Taylor Davis.
Grant Day.
Aaron DeBoer.
Lance Deemter.
Corey DeGasperis.
Brody DeMunick.
Emily Deppy.
Evan Driscoll.
Tabor Ebles.
Benjamin Fagan. I don't want Nicholas.
Mark Felposh isn't here.
Oh, that's what you're trying to tell me. Nicholas Fernandez.
Dominic Fiorini.
Douglas William Fleece.
Brianna Flowers.
Joshua John Flynn.
Kendra Francis.
Timothy Gale.
Samuel Geip.
Nicholas Gladowski.
Stephen Grepp.
Nicholas Hahn.
Andrew Hahn.
Nathan Hanchy.
Jordan Hayes.
Meredith Louise Hines.
Allison Hoinwell.
Connor Inglot.
Justin Inman.
J. Gregory Janes.
Alden Johnson.
Joshua Johnston.
Josh Michael Johnston.
BG Karimi.
Crystal Rose Kinney.
Justin Knapp.
Ryan Noper.
Brian Kelzer.
Alexander Kuzner.
Matthew Latterell.
Rami Lassard.
Alexandra Light.
Cameron Lozon.
Andrew John Malek.
Alden Mallory.
Ian McDowell.
Jack McEwen.
Matthew McLaughlin.
Luke Metz.
Corey Mora.
Nick Muma.
Kasande Musanda.
Kobe James Nabozny.
Nam Huang Nguyen.
Matthew James O'Brien.
Tung Ong.
Donovan Parker.
Matthew Pavlock.
Andrew Peck.
Kelsey Perkins.
Trenton Peters.
Hannah Nicole Peters.
Donald Peterson.
Patrick Rambo.
Alexander James Rowe.
Taylor Rieger.
Jacob Rohde.
Aziz Graham Sarahan Jr.
Spencer Scarber.
Andrew Shanian.
Nathan Shapela.
Nicholas Short.
Brendan Slocum.
Dominic Smith.
Nope, it's not here. Noah Speechley.
Kaz Stewart.
Corey Sutter.
Nicholas Taylor.
Kyle Matthew Tokars.
Andrew Thomas Townley.
Christian Eulig.
Noah Uziak.
Connor Dean Van Hoven.
Noah Lee Van Embema.
Leah Vanderklock.
Jacob Vanderveen.
Dylan Vetter.
Abram Visser.
Zachary Visser is not here.
Hunter Vincini.
Carmen Von Air.
Sarah Wagner.
Randy Walker.
Daniel Weller.
Connor Whaley.
Madison Marie Williamstein.
Christian Williams.
Matthew Urian French.
Benjamin Zaremba.
Maxwell Earl Ziegler.
We also have a few graduate students getting their iron ring today, starting with David Brinkmeyer.
Bibek Bonjade.
Biba Shlama.
Hannah Rainey.
Upoma Saha.
Jayla Mache Wesley.
And one of our newest faculty members is also doing the iron ring ceremony today. So Abhishek Balsami Kamaraj. And with that, I give you the class of 22.
A little bit left.
Good job, Bishop.
We're almost. Sorry.
No, it's good.
Between the table legs.
We need to figure out how to do it that quickly.
I know. It was great. And not as painful.
Not as many.
That's right.
We're almost done. So we'll let you out of there quickly, as soon as we can. So engineering education by itself is challenging. On top of that, some of our gifted students decided to hold the honor society status as well. So these are additional courses and additional service type courses on top of the engineering courses that they have to maintain and also maintain certain grade. So if you are part of the Engineering Honor Society of Tau Beta Pi and the Meyer Honor Society College, please stand up. So it takes a lot of effort, believe me, to maintain that. These students put a lot of effort to maintain this honor society, and of course the rest of the group. So this part of the program is to say congratulations to the outstanding, and then I put something after that. So here it is. This is a group of outstanding students, engineers, sorry, and out of that we'll pick a couple of outstanding. So here we go. So for that I need Paul to join me so we can. Wendy, if you also can join, so we can do the certificates. Thank you. So from each major, we as the faculty, we pick the outstanding student off. The outstanding definition comes as, of course, grades is important. The rest of the package as well. Leadership, communication, model. So we as all engineers, and I have to say that on the stage here, we have over 120 years of engineering experience. I have only 5 of them, so. So we engineers, engineering faculty, we feel this is a model for us. So when we have one of our engineering graduates posting that on their office as outstanding, would like to show this is really the outstanding. This is what we produce. This is a product of our 5 years of work with you, and we're very proud of you. So it's not easy to pick because they are really, all of them are outstanding. You have to pick one. So the outstanding student, if I call your name, please come here for the certificate. For computer engineering is Dominic Smith. Really?
Bashful.
Okay. The outstanding for electrical engineering is Cameron Van Air.
Congratulations. Turn around. Learn.
The outstanding student for the IE program is Nicole Nelson.
That's embarrassing.
Okay. The outstanding student for the mechanical engineering department is Cameron Lozan. The outstanding student for the BDM program is Nuh Yuzika. And the outstanding graduate student, I'm not sure if he's here or not because he's doing his PhD now in Michigan Tech. He was my student, is North Yet. So we have a special award which is Thomas Siska Award that will go to Aziz Sarhan. So this award is given to students who was very involved, made significant contribution to Grand Valley State University. Okay, 2 more awards. So I'll have my presentation for them for a minute first. So the outstanding senior project of the year. So every year we have so many projects, and this year how many we have? 24. So out of these 24, we have to get only 1, right? So, and we get to choose, and you also get to vote, and at the end we pick 1. So this year we picked 2 because of the faculty picked something for the technical, actually 2.5. We'll see how that. And the vote went to the another one. So let's start with the half. So it was so close because we have 2 of them with the faculty see really significant effort and technical challenge. And the honor mentioned is BMF program. BAMF? Sorry. So please come here, come the team here. No.
Oh, so
That's fine.
it's honorable mention.
Please come in.
Congratulations. Don't run away. Congratulations.
Good job. The outstanding project with the people choice based on the vote is Array of Engineerings. I'd like to ask the faculty advisor to join them if he's present too.
I don't think he's here.
Congratulations. The outstanding faculty vote, or the technical, one of them is team number 10, GE Aviation Systems. Let's see if we can do that. Make sure you face the camera, okay?
The last few.
So let's see another ground close for the whole team, for all of that. So almost done. So just me and the dean will say a few words and we'll let you go. Before we go there, this is the end of the design week. The team that has been working on that week for maybe at least 3-4 months. Usually we say that as a last word of the event as we're leaving, but I'd like to take a time to really recognize how much effort, time behind the scene to make everything as smooth as you have seen. Over this week, we have many events. Cannot even count them, to the point they have a chart for me where I should be. So, and you go there, everything is prepared, mics are working. They are also behind the scenes. So this is a team that have been working very hard, supporting the students, making that event work. Please recognize them and have a round of applause for all of them. So my couple of words now to end. I started by saying this is not a graduation, this is welcome to the profession. And every one of us now have this ring in hand. So we are the working hand, and we believe we have skills. Let me now conclude by that part. These skills will change with time, and unless we are enhancing it, increasing it, believe me, these skills will be way behind. I heard today somebody saying, if today, like yesterday, you are going backward. Today should be better than yesterday. And if you're not doing something better today, then you are already behind one day. So we have to take step one after the other. So this is for the hand. Now imagine every one of you, 120 with a flashlight in hand and aiming on this wall. The wall will be very bright. And this is how much knowledge we have. This is light that will make it easy for us to see. Now let me take all of these lights and synchronize them. Get exactly in the same frequency. Everybody going exactly in the same light frequency. That's called laser now. This laser coming from group of us together, working together, making sure that we understand, we work together, we support each other, we wait for the slow, we slow down, we'll be fast, and so on. Everybody exactly in the same moment, same speed. That laser can cut through metal. Flashlight will make you see, make us see. Laser will cut through. Laser will help in a surgery. So this is the teamwork. Two things to end with. Skills have to be enhanced. Today should be better than yesterday. And without a team, these skills will not really go far. Congratulations again. Now the program ends with the wise words from the dean.
That's a stretch. So I don't know that the new engineers in the room realize, but every one of your transcripts and graduation audits goes across my desk. So I may know you a little better than you think. The good news is I mostly see them in my office asking for, can we do something special? Not, I'm in trouble. So this is good. You've had some very similar experiences to get here. Unfortunately, you all dealt with an education in the time of COVID, a challenge. You all also spent more time in academic buildings than you ever dreamed possible, especially the engineering buildings, right? Contrary to what you told your parents, almost none of you were straight A students. On average, whether you joined us straight out of high school or joined us as a transfer student, you were here 5 years, almost exact 5 on average for this group. Having said that, you didn't all get here by the same path either. The average age of our graduates is right around 22, 23. The student that's been with us the least was here for 3 years. Transfer student and completed in 3. One of the new engineers in this group, now think about it, the average age is 22 or 23. So they were born, you can do the arithmetic, guys. One of the students in this, one of the graduates now, new engineers, first enrolled in college in 1998. That's dedication, folks. Yes. Back to the similarities. None of you got here alone. So, since I'm the last thing between you, the door, and the parties, I invite you to join me. Please stand and thank all the folks that got you here. We are concluded. Let the party begin.